With your friends, let's take some tzedakah, put it in the pushka, do it together, hakel. And as it says, that the Shabbos is, my name is Bachin Kula Yoyme. The Shabbos is blessing the coming week, but at the same time it is also including, elevating the entire past week. Now the highlight of this week obviously was Lag BaOmer. Lag BaOmer, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And as the Rebbe said, where is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai? At the parade. Now I don't know the exact number, but from what I understand, there has been close to 10,000 parades organized this year. Imagine. But let me share with you a little anecdote, a little vignette of a parade that happened here in Montreal many years ago, and I heard it from the person who was involved in it. She was chaperoning a group coming from an area which is called Shamedi, came with Rabbi Nu, who was a shliach in this area, and he brought a whole group of kids to the parade, sitting at his designated area with his kids, at one point giving out some refreshment, chips and drinks, etc. And suddenly, a boy, not from the group, but knows Rabbi Nu, noticed him and says, "Hello, Rabbi Nu," and he screams out, "We want Mashiach now." And Rabbi Nu looks at him with his loving smile and says, "And a bag of chips too, right?" He says, "Yes. Come, my boy. Sit down with us. Join us. Here's some chips, here's some candies, here's some drinks. Just be with us." This exceptional, I shouldn't say exceptional, but this warm welcome by the shliach to a little boy had such an impact that today this boy lives in Yerushalayim, runs a beautiful Chassidic religious home. Feeling, heart, was more than the chips. It was the welcoming warmth that Rabbi Nu gave him. Number of years ago, a whole divine providence, I met an Israeli Jew who became the guru in an ashram, which is a Hindu, Indian, not sure exactly, center, I would say cult, teaching all kinds of, including idol worshiping. And I found out that he's an Israeli Jew who unfortunately got influenced by these movements, and he grew the ranks, and he took over leadership of a most important local ashram. Got into conversation with him, invited him to put out tefillin, which he refused. Asked him for his name. He gives me his Indian adopted name and says, "Give me the name that your father gave you at your Brit Milah, at your circumcision." Smiling, insisted in giving me his newly adopted name and identity. And we're having this kind of circular conversation. But then he tells me, "I want to share something with you." He says, happened, and as we know there's no happening, divine providence, brought me to Eastern Parkway on a day where the Rebbe had his Lag BaOmer parade. Eastern Parkway is an extremely wide parkway. From one side of the street to the other side of the street, sidewalk and homes I should say, is at least 15-lane boulevard with a service lane, with the walkways, with the etc. And I'm standing literally facing the door of East 770 Eastern Parkway, but all the way on the other side of the parkway. I see the door opening. I see a person coming out. I figure this must be the Rebbe. Never met him before, never seen him before, but I figured the way he came out, this must be the Rebbe. He went onto his podium that was specially built stage for him to be able to see the whole parade walking in front of him. thousands of kids, adults, music blaring, floats all over the place, clowns. It is a happening moment. And the Rebbe is watching the whole thing. But then suddenly I felt he's locking eyes with me from the distance. He saw me. I wasn't dressed as I'm dressed today with my orange, yellow garb. I was dressed like anybody else. He saw me. And he locked eyes. And I see, he doesn't just see me, he sees my soul. I ran away. Because I felt if I stay here one more moment, he grabs me. I wasn't ready.